Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys my favorite beauty products, well, makeup products of 2016. Now I know this is about 17 days late, sorry about that, 20 days late, I don't know, I don't even know what the date is today, but I am going to be going over all of my favorites of 2016 and what I cannot live without to this day still. Before I get started, I just wanted to mention that this video is sponsored by Best Fiends. So Best Fiends is basically an app that you play on your phone. It's like a cute little game, and all you need to do is you need to kill this guy right here. So once you've killed him, then you pass on to the level. So Best Fiends is actually a free adventure puzzle game, so you don't need to pay for it, it's free. And you just have to match these same colored like strawberries, leaves, like raindrops to defeat this guy here, which is the big slug. You can also connect this game to Facebook so you can compete with your friends and see how many points they're at, and then you can try and beat them if you want to. I'm currently on level 32, and yeah, I'm basically trying to slay this slug away. My favorite part about the game is where you get to join as many of these up as you can, and once you have, it defeats this slug. So the more you get in a row, the better like the killing of the slug is going to be, I guess. I think that's how it works. That's how I'm assuming it works, and that's how I've been playing it. So as I mentioned earlier, this game is free, so you guys can download it for free. I will be leaving the link down below, and if you click the link down below and download it through that link, you will get $5 free of gold and diamonds. Okay, so now let's move into my favorite makeup products of the year. Let's start off with primers. Primers, okay, so I can never tell if primers actually work or not. Like, I know they create a barrier between your skin and your foundation and helps it from stopping getting foundation into your pores or whatever, but I don't know about time and like how it helps with keeping your makeup on. However, I just like primers that feel good and look like they're doing something properly. So I'm tossing up between these two here. This is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This has got coconut water in it, which smells so good. This is probably better off for dry skin, but I do use it around this part here and then use this one here on the inside of my skin. This is on the T-zone of my skin. This is the Professional Matte Rescue by Benefit. This is very similar to the Professional. This is just more liquidy, and it slides around your face more easier, if that makes sense. It doesn't really blow your pores, but it's still a matte primer. For my favorite foundation of the year, you guys know exactly what it is. Take 3 guesses. Okay, do you know what it is yet? It's obviously the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. Guys, I love this foundation so frigging much. I'm never going to hate this foundation. I'm in the shade 54 when I'm tan and 22 Bisque Light when I'm not tan. And I'm tan at the moment. I'm not actually wearing that foundation. I'm wearing a different one. However, the coverage on this is just immaculate. You only need the tiniest bit, but me being me, I use half the bottle every single time that I use it. It's very good for oily skin because it does have a matte finish to it. And if you have dry skin, it's probably not the best. You could mix it with another foundation if you do have dry skin, because I feel like this obviously does give a lot of coverage, but I feel like if you mix it with something like your foundation, if you do have dry skin, this will just give you a little bit more coverage without making it too dry, if that makes any sense, whatever I just said. But yes, I cannot live without this. It is amazing. It will always be my favorite until another full ass coverage foundation does come out again. My favorite concealer of the year is a 100% Shape Tape by Tarte. I haven't had this for all that long, but this definitely comes out in the category of favorite beauty makeup concealer product of 2016. It is so good. The coverage is just amazing. It can be very cakey, but if you blend it out correctly and set it properly, it will not look cakey. You guys know I love using this. I use this all the friggin' time. It's almost empty, so I do need to get more. I'm in the shade Fair Neutral. I probably will go another shade darker sometimes for when I am tan, because it might be a little bit too light and it might overtake my under eye part here. But other than that, this concealer is literally amazing. When I say you need this, if you love a full coverage concealer, you need this. You really do need this. And a lot of people have been asking where I got this from. I actually got this from... Actually, no, Tarte sent this to me. I was going to say I got it from the American Sephora and used GoSend to get it to Australia, because I know it's not on the Sephora website in Australia yet, but it should be soon. So hold tight. It is amazing. Everyone needs this concealer. Now moving on to translucent powder to bake my face. It is obviously the RCMA No Color Powder. This does come in a tie with the Airspun Coty powder. You guys are probably thinking, why aren't you showing that? I show that all the time, and I've had that for a bit more than 2 years now, I think. This has to be my favorite translucent powder this year. It's so good. A lot of other YouTubers and just people in general do love this product. I feel like it's so good. The reason why I like this over the Laura Mercier is because I feel like the Laura Mercier settles into your fine lines a lot, and I feel like this does the complete opposite and does not settle into fine lines whatsoever. That's why I love it so much, and it's got no colour at all, so it does not change the colour of your concealer, your foundation. I know RCMA does do some translucent powders that do have a bit of warmth to them and a little bit of colour, but I really prefer this one. Favourite foundation powder of 2016 is definitely the Australis Fresh and Flawless. Now, I have been loving this for a very long time, but honestly, I haven't found anything better yet. I do need to get out there and try a lot more powder foundations. I love to use this one to set my foundation after baking my eyes. I'll just go over the rest of my face. With this one here, I feel like it's so good. It gives you really good coverage. And a lot of people say it is a dupe for the MAC Studio Fix Foundation Powder. So yeah, it's very good. And it's also really, really cheap. You can get this in Priceline, I believe. And if not, you can get it online. My favorite bronzer of 2016 is definitely the MAC Give Me Sun. You guys know I have used this in a lot of my tutorials if you've been watching me for a while now. I love this bronzer purely because it's orange and I love looking orange. Not orange, but I just love the warmth in this. It's so nice and it brings out your eyes. You can even use this as an eyeshadow if you're having like an every single day, you know, makeup. You could just stick this on your eyes, saving you from using eyeshadow. It's just so nice. It's perfect for people with like bluey green eyes because it does bring them out a lot. That's what I do love about it, and it does blend very seamlessly. Now, actually, if I did have my hands on it, I was at my friend's house the other day and she has the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. Honestly, I would choose that over this, but I don't have it physically to show you now. That's why I'm choosing this, so I need to get my hands on the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer because that is also very, very incredible. And yes, I love it. I love them both. My favourite blush of this year is definitely the Tarte blushes. Now, the Tarte blushes, I've got about 5 of them, but I thought I'd just show you my favourite colour. This is True Love. I have used the absolute crap out of this. It's like a low, it's like a mid-tone, like pinky colour. I can't get it open with my acrylics on right now. But honestly, it's so good. And you know how sometimes blush tends to fade away during the day? This is like a 12-hour blush, so it does not move, it doesn't go anywhere. And I don't know, I just really like it. I just really, really like it. Moving on to mascara, this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I like to call it Better Than Dick. I have to be quiet because my family's out there. And also, this is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. This is perfect for your bottom lashes. If you are after a good mascara to accentuate those bottom lashes, you need to get this. It is incredible, and this is really good for top lashes as well. It thickens them, it's very, very black, and it does look super, super cool. You know how some people with mascaras, they're just like, yeah, any mascara works. I don't believe in that. I used to love Benefit Their Real Mascara. I probably still do love that just as much. I probably will fall back in love with it one day, but this has been my favourite for last year now. Moving on to highlighter, this will have to be my favourite. This is the OFRA highlighter in this style, shade, Beverly Hills. Guys, this highlighter is literally amazing. I'm someone who bakes a lot underneath my eyes and puts a lot of powder on, and sometimes that can stop your highlight from actually showing up. So this, no matter how much powder you put on it, this will show up. I'll just do one little swatch on my hand just of the colours. It is so pigmented. I love it so much. It shows up over powder so well. All of Ofra's highlighters really work well for me because they're so pigmented and they do set over powder very, very well, and they don't go cakey, which is also a massive yes with me. Moving on to lipsticks. You guys know I only really use liquid lipsticks. I don't really use regular lipstick ever. My two favourite brands would have to be Huda Beauty and Jeffree Star. So I've got these Huda Beauty ones in the colour Trendsetter Venus, and there's also another one called Bombshell, but I've lost that. I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere in my room, but I just don't know where, and I'm too lazy to even look for it. And then we've got Jeffree Star over here. We've got Mannequin and I'm Nude. The formula is just amazing, and the smell of the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks, if you have not smelled these before, you need to smell them because it smells better than Kylie Jenner. It just smells so good. It smells like cake batter, and it's not too strong, but it is strong, but it's not too strong. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But the formula of these, they're just so long wearing, they don't go dry. You can put on a few different layers, and it does not, go all yucky and crusty like some liquid lipsticks do. Moving on to my favourite eyeshadows for the year. Obviously, it's going to be the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. Guys, I use this eyeshadow palette all the time. I'm trying not to use it as much because I try not to use it in every single tutorial that I do just because it's so versatile and there's so many different colours in it. The only downfall about this palette that I don't like is the top colours. They are very hard to apply, in my opinion. You're meant to apply them with your finger, but when you have these on, it's very hard to do and get like right in there. So they're not good for cut creases or anything like that if you really want to get the colour very precise. So hopefully they change that one day, but other than that, the matte colours in here are just amazing. These ones here, and the black colour is one of the best black eyeshadows I've ever used. Coming after Anastasia Beverly Hills, they've got an eyeshadow called Noah, I don't know how to say it, you can read me for it. But I feel like this black eyeshadow just does its job. It just blends. It doesn't go everywhere. Where you put it, it stays, but it still blends out. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm really fussy with eyeshadow, so when I say that I love an eyeshadow palette, you know I actually love it. I can't go without this video without mentioning the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Oh, this is just stunning. Novena did such a great job of creating this. It's so pretty, it's so versatile. It's got these burgundies, the oranges, then it's got your browns, all your transitions, and some of your shimmery colours. This palette is so dirty at the moment. That's because it's been travelling around the world. Actually, no, it's been just travelling quite often lately, so there's eyeshadow all through that. I just want to give a quick mention to glitter injections on this palette here also. Guys, these glitters are just amazing. These are my glitter injection eyeshadows. They are so pretty. I really need to start using more of these pinks, but I tend to go for like the golds, the silvers, and like the coppery sort of colours more often. But this palette in itself is just so nice. You don't actually have to use glue when you apply the glitter injections glitters because there's something in them that just makes it stick. But if I'm doing like a long wear look or if I'm using it on a client, I will use glue just to assure that it just does stay in place because I really don't want it moving and going anywhere. Last but not least, let's just finish off with some setting spray. This isn't setting spray, this is just a hydrating spray. You guys know I love the MAC Fix Plus. I always have. If you guys don't have this, you need to get it. It's really good to wet your brush so your eyeshadow shows up better, or just apply some sprays of this before you use your foundation or your primer, or just at the end. It will make your highlight pop a little bit more. It's basically just a mineral water. It just makes your skin look a little bit more dewy, I guess, so it's perfect for people with dry skin. If you have oily skin, still use it, but just in moderation. Although I don't even listen to myself when I say that because I have oily skin and I use a shit ton of it. And then for setting spray, this is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. They have a few different flavours of this, scents of this. This is the green tea / ginger. This has got quite a bit of alcohol in it, so it does make your makeup stay on very good. Only downfall about it is if you get it in your eyes, it does sting, hence all the alcohol being in there, but it honestly does do the job very, very well. So that is all of my favourite makeup products of 2016. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!